So, hello makers. Let's start. The topic is innovation-driven design. Why the topic? Maybe I will introduce myself. This will explain a little bit why. Aleksander Sokalszczuk from Poland, Łódź office, and my role is Chief Innovation Officer. So I do risky stuff, risky projects that are short, that are technology-based. The technology is new, and there is a risk of failure, a huge risk of failure, because we do not know if the technology will work for the client and for us. Why to innovate? This is a chart of revenue or performance measure and time. It describes how a company, how a person, how something is evolving, and when is the best time to innovate, to change something, so that we are staying in game and keep evolving, keep on the market. A nice example is Kodak company. Maybe you know the old guys that make analog cameras. They had their time. They speed up. They were the only company that have had the whole market in analog photography. They grew. They hit the tops, the most revenue time, and they lost their market because they didn't innovate. They didn't change from analog to digital. And other companies started like here. Oh, we know that their business is very good. Let's start here. Let's innovate, and to have Kodak, we have Canon, Nikon. They speed it up. Now we are waiting for new opportunities. Now here is the sweet zone for a company to start innovation. So when we are growing, somewhere like here, it's best time to R&D, start innovate, check what's necessary on the market, and stay in the game. Now I will talk a little bit about tools and important things about innovation. The map is not self-explanatory, but I would like to talk about diversity. Diversity in innovation is very crucial. It's one of the most important parts, because diversity gives a better picture on what to do, how to innovate. So each innovation that you would like to implement should be as diverse as possible, so that the implementation market is as great as possible also. You were probably yesterday on a talk about the double diamond or single diamond or free diamond. I missed the talk, sorry, but that's one of the tools that is helpful, very helpful in driving innovation. This one you know it from yesterday, but do you know trees, for example? This is a Russian methodology of 70 algorithms that help innovate, change market, adapt to new strategies, new technologies, made by Russians, but used by old Asians. Samsung, all the automotive companies, Huawei, the whole Asian market uses trees as a methodology of innovation. This is also the reason why they are so popular, so good at what they're doing. Worth checking. If you have time, just take a picture, check it out. But there are lots of more things to speed your innovation. Design thinking, Scamper, design sprint, user journey map, event storming, or even custom made. If you have the knowledge about multiple innovative technologies, innovative workshops, you can even design your own, which I will comment at the end, because I have one designed. One of the important parts is prototyping. Prototyping. Who of you have done a prototype? Oh, 3, nice. Prototyping is very important to communicate your vision, your idea, how you would like to, what your innovation is about. If you have a prototype of innovation, There is one step to that. It is to showing that it is viable, that it is doable, that it has some meaning. So if you have an idea, try to prototype or think about how would you prototype this idea, so that everyone can understand it. A prototype can be something that is touchable, that is visible. It can be something made out of wood, out of paper, out of pencils, even a drawing, but something that is understandable for other people. Also, diversity is crucial here, because if more diverse, the more amount of people that understand this your prototype, the more success you will have then with it. Another concept is a proof of concept. A proof of concept is like you have a complicated innovation that has got multiple areas of interest. It has got its difficult parts and its easier parts. A proof of concept is something that you take the most difficult part in a process in the development that you see, and you implement it. If you implement the most difficult part, the rest will be easy. So a proof of concept is something to do, to have a proof that something that can be very difficult is implementable.
Is it the same as MVP product?
It can be MVP, but MVP is in other methodologies a way to work with the client, to have some common agreements. A POC focuses on one smaller thing, so one, for example, feature that you are not sure that will be implemented. So the usage is different. RFC, something that we use in projects. It can be used in agile teams or in other methodologies. RFC is request for comments. So this is just a space, for example, in Confluence, for people to communicate their new ideas. If we are in a development process and we would like to change something, to innovate or change the paths of a project or have a new feature, we do such a document. We write it down, for example, using a SWOT technique. So, do you know SWOT? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, traps. You describe your idea using those techniques. There are many more. You write it down. Then one of the crucial things is feedback. Without feedback, you are not able to know if it's viable. You can, in an agile team, agree to if nobody checks our RSU, you just go with it because it's so good that nobody had some issues with it. And yes, I've got 2 minutes. So after we do this, research about innovation, how to do it, how to innovate, most of the times you go to a wall, stand in front of it and say, oh, nothing works, nothing is doable. This is the time to invent something on your own, and we did it. We have our tool called Innovation in a Box. It's similar to the user journey. It looks quite familiar, maybe for some of you. It is constructed with 5 steps. Yeah, actually 4. Challenges and ideas, some empathy in other methodologies, so gathering information, gathering problems, writing them down, brainstorming, tackling those ideas, checking if it's doable, how to do it, getting ideas how to fix the issue, the challenge. Prototype, a very crucial one. So we are building a prototype, but showing other people how to what we meant, what is to be done. How it could look like, this solution that we brainstorm. Decision and document, something that will, this part is different from other frameworks because it focuses on talking to the stakeholders, taking into account that people, somebody has to pay for it. So we are taking the business aspect here. We are creating, for example, business model canvas or other canvases that will ensure that we have funding for our decision, and then we just go done, or we flush it into the toilet. Flushing a project into a toilet or an idea is very also beneficial because we are not wasting time on things that are not valid. So we are very, very very keen about this. This is a project we can fail. 7 seconds. And yeah, we use stick notes on it. We have some stickers to better show what's happening. Thank you.